Welcome to the reunion. What a night. Look around you. You're all beautiful. Let me share my thank yous to the co-chairs who have created a remarkable night to mark our 10th anniversary. Thank you. To our sponsors, our board of directors, our alumni board, volunteers, and the remarkable staff, thank you, thank you, thank you. And a special thank you to Robin Burr, who led us through that capital campaign and the creation of the Center following this day. Thank you. Can you believe it? It's 10 years, one full decade. That means 3.5 million people have gone through the doors of Center on Halsted. 3.5 million people. Imagine that impact. So let's take a moment to reflect. Where were you in May of 2007? Some of you I know were with us when we realized the opening of the center. To see the realization of years of persistence and resistance, fighting and advocating, watching as we opened the doors of Center on Halsted, the dream of our forebearers and those who sacrificed before us. We were on the eve of a transformational time, not just for us here in this room, but for our city and our country. But we were on the edge and blindly looking up when, unknown to us, we were about to fall and fall into one of the greatest financial disasters of our time. Yet we were inspired by a man from the south side of Chicago who would become our future president and would give us voice and hope to so many who before stood without it. You see, the center's birth and growth in this time of opposition has underscored its importance. We are here for the good times and the not so good times. We are here to be uplifting and also to be celebrating. These 10 years and the decades preceding have been a movement to honor and recognize that we are, above all, human first. When the economy took a turn for the worse, what did the center do? We took in our community and developed programs to retool their skills in high-demanding industries like the Silver Fork Culinary Program, where we have graduated 300 individuals and placed them in careers with a 90% retention rate. And why? Because we are human first. When our rights were at the ballots and in the courts for domestic partnership, employment rights, marriage equality, and employment protections, what did we do? We organized, we protested, and we persisted. Why? Because we are human first. When our elders asked us to care for them, what did we do? We opened one of the nation's first and only affordable housing programs for LGBTQ older adults. Why? Because we are all human first. So where are we today? Our work is not over. You heard that from Fred. Our work has just begun. It wasn't over when the center opened, and it wasn't over when marriage equality was won. We are marching for the trans community who continues to be victims of senseless violence. We are marching for our immigrants who come here in search of hope. We are marching for the homeless youth who are looking for a place to call home. We are marching for our women, our mothers, our daughters, and our sisters, and our aunts and all. Why? Because we are human first. I ask all of you here tonight to join the center in this march forward. This is where our work is. March with us from the south side of Chicago, from the west side of Chicago, from the north side. However you identify, we are one community. You are one of us. We were fighting then, we are fighting now, and we will continue to fight until all of us are human first. Thank you.